Hey everyone, this is Shelly with Poodle House Music. So, are you thinking about buying yourself a Christmas present, a New Year's present, or I don't know, just a present? Let's talk about these four drums and how they're different. And we'll make this brief. We can always do other videos if you want to comment on the specific questions that you have. All right, so we have the Oceanic, we have the Tritone, we have the New Wave, and we have the Mini. So let's talk about the differences. So New Wave, not as heavy as the Oceanic. It comes electroacoustic, so you can plug it into an amp and morph your sound. It has the maximum amount of notes you'd ever want, or you could always add more in another drum that accompanies it called the Symphony. I don't have that drum, but just letting you know it's out there. The Tritone is a heavier instrument. It is a classic line. So is the Oceanic the classic line, so is the Mini, so is the double-sided. You get the idea. Anyway, it is set up, this and the Mini are set up a little bit different. You'll see a short tongue next to a long tongue all the way around. That is the way these two are. That is different than the New Wave and the Oceanic. Is the Tritone and the Mini have this different face to them. And the Tritone is, it's heavy, I will say, but it's you get an amazing voice as you get thicker, heavier, and into these specialized drums that Kosmosky designs and makes. The Tritone is easy to play. It's easier for somebody who doesn't have any musical inclination to sit and play this short note, long note, short note, long note. And there are times where I don't want to think too much and I might pick up one of these drums for that reason. It's just different. It's a little easier. And honestly, I think it's easier for a beginner, to be honest. That's just my opinion. Now, with that being said, remember that on en.kosmosky.com they have a chat box, and you can tell them what you're looking for and what your experience is, and they can also guide you in what choices would be best for you. That includes tunings, so it's pretty cool. And that connects you straight to the team. It's not an AI thing, so you know. All right, so that's the reasons why I might choose to play with one of these two, would be the face and how it's set up. This is going to be very classic. This does not have any overtones in it. In other words, slits in the tongues. It would be like taking different octaves and putting them together, okay? That's almost like one of the notes on this Tritone is a chord. They're all, oops, yikes. New way to play your instrument, not. Anyway, the slits in the tongues themselves are incorporating different notes into that tongue, and that means that it's like a chord all in one, and the sound is it's just very rich, full blended sound that fills a room. And the bigger the drum is without plugging it in electroacoustically, the more it can fill a room. So the Tritone's a little smaller than the Oceanic. The Oceanic just has more volume and boost in a room than the Tritone, but the Tritone is no slouch, so you know. So the Oceanic, now I have mine in the meditation tuning, so it can't be played with my others that are not that way. Well, it could, but it sounds awkward. So this drum, I feel, would be most suited for somebody who's looking for deep relaxation. It's going to muddy if you play it fast. The beauty in it is playing it medium to slow. I will say that. It is probably the best meditative drum that they sell. That doesn't mean you couldn't do a good job with meditation on the Tritone. You could. But the fact that the tongues are slit means, again, there's more notes being played in each one, and the meditative draw in that is strong. That's, I think, why the Tritone and the Oceanic are really well suited for meditation, the Oceanic being my #1 pick. So if you're thinking about, you know, a Christmas gift or delayed holiday gift and you want meditative, this would be the ultimate meditative drum. But I like my I like my Tritone for another reason, for improv playing and feeling playing and meditative playing. Even though I don't have mine in the meditation tuning, it's a little smaller package, a little bit easier to travel with. And the smallest one currently that they sell that would have all of these slits in the tongues. So, and you can, this is a custom color, you can get yours any color that you want, or their standard stock stuff. Okay, then why would I choose the mini? I would choose the mini because I only want to haul around 3 pounds and go somewhere. Its voice is absolutely charming, and while it doesn't have the overtones, it's very bell-like, and it's a beauty all on its own. So, and you can still put lights in this because the back is, you know, open and it's magnetic and all of that. So pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. I like them all for different reasons, but if that helps you at all, but the new wave, playing music, playing songs, having more notes available, being able to do the electroacoustic morphing, that's a flagship of everything. But if I had to limit it to 2, I think I would pick the new wave, and then I would pick a meditative drum. So it would probably be one of these 2. But what I like this one for is playing it as melody accompaniment to one of the others. Video coming soon on that. All right, so if you're thinking about a gift, I don't know if some of these could be made and sent to you prior to Christmas, but I hope that helps describe some of the differences, at least of these 4. Make it a Merry Christmas, folks. And if you want to save some money on your next Kosmosky purchase, this is the way you support my channel. So classic drums means Oceanic, Tritone, double-sided, mini, all of those that sound and look like that. New wave is just the new wave line, but any of them. Okay. All right, see you in another video soon.